Two men, one question. Who is actually richer in 2026, Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi? For 20 years, these two have been compared on every possible level. Goals, trophies, Ballon d'Ors, World Cups. But when the cameras turn off and you look past the football, one of them is living a life, the other one just cannot match. And I'm gonna tell you exactly who and why. But first, let's go back to the beginning, because to understand where they are today, you need to understand where they started, and their stories could not be more different. Cristiano Ronaldo was born on a small island called Madeira, off the coast of Portugal. His family had almost nothing. His father worked as a gardener, his mother cleaned houses, and young Cristiano, he used to go to McDonald's and ask the workers for leftover burgers. That is not a rumor. That is something he has spoken about himself. The kid who begged for food is now the first football player in history to officially cross into billionaire status. Messi's story is different, but just as brutal. Born in Rosario, Argentina, he was diagnosed with a growth hormone disorder at the age of 10. His family could not afford the treatment. Barcelona saw his talent, flew him to Spain, Inon offered to pay for everything. They literally signed his first contract on a paper napkin because they were scared another club would steal him. He left his entire life behind at 13 years old just to have a chance. Now, fast forward to today. Ronaldo plays in Saudi Arabia for Al Nassr, and his contract over there, it is the most insane thing in the history of sports. We are talking about the biggest salary any athlete has ever signed, plus bonuses, plus equity in the club, plus a private palace, plus a private jet allowance, plus tourism deals with the Saudi government. Plus, and this is the wildest part, every single euro he earns over there is completely tax-free. That means while European players are giving half their salary to the taxman, Ronaldo keeps almost everything. Messi, on the other hand, made a very different move. When he left Paris Saint-Germain, he had offers from Saudi Arabia too. Massive offers, bigger than what he eventually signed. But he turned them down. Why? Because Inter Miami offered him something nobody else could: ownership. See, Messi's deal is not just a salary, it is a partnership. He gets a piece of Apple's streaming revenue every time someone signs up to watch MLS. He gets a cut of every Adidas jersey sold across the entire league. And the biggest one, the one nobody talks about enough. He has the option to become a part owner of Inter Miami when he retires. That option alone could be worth hundreds of millions. So already you see the difference. Ronaldo is cashing out right now. Messi is building something for later. Let's talk about their businesses, because both of them are way more than just footballers at this point. Ronaldo has an empire called CR7, hotels, fragrances, underwear, fitness gyms, hair clinics. That's right, hair clinics, because he is literally selling the solution to the problem everyone jokes he once had. He has a chain of these clinics all across Europe and the Middle East. He owns a stake in a Spanish football club. He has investments in tech companies, artificial intelligence, porcelain brands, health tech. His hotels are popping up everywhere, from Lisbon to New York to Marrakech to Riyadh. The man has turned his initials into a global brand. Messi's empire is more quiet, less flashy, but maybe smarter. He owns a chain of luxury boutique hotels across Spain and Andorra, now managed by one of the biggest hospitality groups in the world. He launched his own hydration drink that is already selling millions of units and has partnered with MLS as their official drink. He runs an investment fund that backs sports technology companies. He recently bought 100% of a Spanish football club. He co-owns a club in Uruguay with his best friend Luis Suarez. He has a production company back in Rosario that hosts his own youth tournament, with the biggest clubs in the world sending their kids to compete. And then there are the endorsements. Both men have lifetime deals worth around $1 billion. Ronaldo with Nike, Messi with Adidas. Think about that for a second. Two companies fighting for two men, each committing $1 billion of brand value. That is how powerful they are. Ronaldo has Herbalife, Binance, Tag Heuer, Armani, Louis Vuitton, Samsung, and many, many more. Messi has Apple, Pepsi, Budweiser, MasterCard, Hard Rock, Louis Vuitton as well. And get this, the Saudi Tourism Authority, which is ironic considering he does not play there. Now let's talk about the toys, because when you have this kind of money, you spend it on things most of us will only ever see in movies. Ronaldo's car collection is legendary. He owns one of only 10 Bugatti Audacious ever made. That car alone is worth more than many people's entire portfolios. He has a Bugatti Chiron, a Veyron, multiple Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, Mercedes. His garage looks like a supercar showroom. Messi's garage is more curated. He owns a Pagani Zonda Tricolor, one of only 3 ever built, a Mercedes SLS AMG, a Maserati, a Ferrari 430 Spider. Smaller collection, but every piece is a masterpiece. There was once a rumor that he bought a $36 million classic Ferrari, but Messi himself laughed about it on social media, so we will leave that one as a mystery. Both men have private jets. Ronaldo flies around in a custom black Gulfstream, worth around $75 million. Messi has a Gulfstream of his own, with the number 10 on the tail and his children's names engraved on the steps of the stairway. Smaller jet, but way more personal. Their homes, Ronaldo lives like a king. He owns what many people call the most expensive private home in all of Portugal. An indoor glass swimming pool, gold taps in the bathrooms, a garage for 30 cars. He has another mansion in Dubai on a private island, a palace in Riyadh that came with his contract, mansions in Madrid, Turin, Marbella. The man has properties in more countries than most people will ever visit. Messi focuses on one location, Miami, and he went big. A waterfront estate in Fort Lauderdale with 10 bedrooms and 2 private boat docks, a full-floor penthouse in Sunny Isles, an apartment in the famous Porsche design tower, where you literally drive your car up to your apartment in an elevator. And back home in Spain, mansions in Barcelona and Ibiza. His real estate portfolio, including his hotels, is actually massive. Some estimates put it over $200 million in property alone. Now let's talk about something we all care about, social media, because this is where Ronaldo is not just ahead, he is on another planet. Ronaldo is the most followed human being on the entire internet, not just the most followed athlete, the most followed person, period. He was the first person ever to cross 1 billion total followers across all platforms combined. His Instagram alone has more followers than some countries have citizens. Every single post he makes earns him a small fortune from sponsors. We are talking millions of dollars for one picture. And then he did something nobody expected. He opened a YouTube channel, and it became the fastest growing channel in the history of the platform. He is on track to pass even Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber in the world, within the next year. Messi is number 2 in the world, behind only Ronaldo, over 500 million Instagram followers. He also owns the single most liked photo in Instagram history, the one of him lifting the World Cup trophy in Qatar. Over 75 million likes, a moment frozen in time. But he does not really do YouTube. He does not post constantly. He is quieter online, more private. And maybe that is the perfect metaphor for everything we have talked about in this video. Ronaldo is loud. He is everywhere. He is monetizing every single second of his life right now. Messi is quiet. He is strategic. He is building something that will pay him long after he retires. So who is actually richer in 2026? The answer is Cristiano Ronaldo, by a clear margin. His contract in Saudi Arabia has pushed him ahead by hundreds of millions of dollars. He earns roughly twice as much per year as Messi does. He has more followers, more assets, more cash flow, and more raw income than any football player in history. He is officially the first billionaire the sport has ever produced. But, and this is a huge but, Messi is not far behind, and his Inter Miami ownership stake could change everything. When that new stadium opens, when the club's value keeps rising, when he retires and converts his options into equity, he could catch up. He could even pass Ronaldo one day without ever kicking another ball. So the real answer is this: Ronaldo is richer today. Messi is playing a longer game. 2 legends, 2 philosophies, 1 unbelievable era of football. Which one would you rather be? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button because we have a lot more coming your way.